Hi guys. Today is Saturday, January 6, 2019. Try to get the year right. not 18, 19. It's only been 4 weeks this time, which I'm feeling better, so I'm able to write more often. Yes. Um, I'm going to start off by showing you my chest. It's not 6 years yet. It'll be 6 years the end of January of this month. But I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you now because 2 weeks isn't going to make a lot of difference. Anyway, this is it after 6 years. Okay, looks good. Uh, the graphs aren't as noticeable. Still got a few scar type splotches and stuff. I still would like him to have taken a little more of the fat out of here. I see him in May because May will be no, yeah, May. This May will be 5 years that I had the second surgery, the fix. So I'm going to ask him if he can pull a little bit of that fat out of there. I thought, well, it's not that big a deal, but it does bother me. I thought, yeah, get it out. I'll just see what happens. Okay, get my shirt back on because it is winter and it is cold. Try to keep the place warm. But okay, Happy New Year. Let's see, what should I start off with first? Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. When I was female, I didn't ever really notice a an underarm smell that much. I mean, if I sweated and stuff, or you had stress sweat and stuff, you could smell it. But now, 24/7, every day, it's like, whoa, it is strong. I know when I was a personal trainer, worked in the gyms, and I used to clean up the men's locker room and stuff, and have to go in there. Boy, it smelled. Um, anyway, so it's the testosterone that does it. And there's times that I'm concerned that other people can smell it because it's so strong. It's like I'm right here on top of it and I can smell it. So just curious if anyone wants to give me a comment on, have you noticed that you smell more now? I have trans women friends that have told me it's so nice to not smell like that anymore because they were men and they had that and now they don't smell. So that's one of the bad things. Um, my crocheting. As you know, I was crocheting for Christmas, and my window display came out just gorgeous. I got it all done, got the tree done, um, and everything just came out beautiful. And I've been getting lots of good remarks from people. And I've been telling other friends that live outside the neighborhood, if you want, come by, check it out. And they just been telling me how nice it was, and I enjoy it. I can sit in my recliner at night with the lights out, and I can see the lights in the window flickering and see all my little creatures in there, and it's just really nice. It's kind of keeps me company. um, there's a guy across the street that put up a Christmas tree about a week before Christmas, and it had all the lights on it and everything, and I really enjoyed that. And I could see it from my kitchen window, and in fact, there was sometimes I even get the binoculars out, so I could really look at it. I really enjoyed it. And then all at once it was gone. So it was like the day after Christmas, he took it down, and I says, I really enjoyed that. And he says, well, oh geez, there goes my chair. My table just jumped. He says, Christmas is over with. And I says, uh, yeah, but it was pretty. I liked it. And he said something about me keeping my stuff up. And I says, well, I like it. So it's mine, so it's staying up. So that all worked out well. And like I had mentioned, maybe doing something more for some of the other holidays. And so I'm getting ready, getting patterns together and stuff because I'm going to do Valentine's Day. So I'm putting together a display for that, and I'll be putting that up. And I may leave my Christmas slash holiday lights up because they're pretty. And then I'll just put up Valentine crochet decorations. So I'm working on that, and I've been doing crocheted hats for years, and usually I put together about 100 of them every year to donate. And I thought, I've made so many hats. I think I'd like to try something else. And doing the Christmas crochet kind of got me started on that, doing something different. But I thought, I want to do something different. Well, I went round and round and round trying to figure out something else. And what I came up with is I did want to learn new stitches like I did for the Christmas stuff. So what I've done is I found a YouTube that she does just a humongous amount of stitches. A lot of them the old stitches like my grandmother did. And she shows you how to make hats with those stitches. So that's what I've done. I've started a hat already. It's a new stitch I'd never done. And I'm making hats with those stitches. So I'm doing hats, but I'm challenging myself with new stitches. And it's not always easy. I was pretty well into stuck in a rut, you do the same thing all the time, and now I'm having to work at it, which is okay, because that's what I want to do. I want to challenge myself. So I've started that, and I do beadwork, but and I'm gonna get back into that again because I hadn't done it for a long time, again because of the depression. And the website that I had my jewelry on, my beadwork on, um, they just so full of ads because I didn't have a private domain. They got so full of ads you couldn't go on there and really see anything. And I tried to send people to look at my stuff, and they couldn't see it. And I know I'd go on and try and look at it, and I'd just give up. So I dropped it, and I'm creating a new website with a new domain. And so I'm working on that. That way I can display my jewelry and my beadwork in general. I do beadwork, leather work, and wire work. So I'm putting that together so I can display and show off my stuff. Um, I don't know if I mentioned I started going back to flute after many years, and I've been working on it. And the old brain's having trouble. I did it I wanted some more music in my life, and I wanted to challenge myself again. And it's been very slow. It's been very slow. My brain just isn't as fast as it used to be. It doesn't hang on to things like it used to. So everything is just kind of, and I'm just accepting that, okay, this is my speed now. This is my level of being able to learn and remember things. So I do that every day. I practice, and I enjoy that. I'm not getting ready to do any concerts. I don't even like the neighbors to hear it, but I'm enjoying it. I got all my yards done for the year, which was I was really working at it between the weather and the cold and the wet and everything else. I thought I'm not going to get things done, and I literally got the last yard done Christmas Eve, no New Year's Eve. I was literally, and as the sun was going down and I was freezing to death, my toes and my fingers were freezing, and the sun was going down, I literally loaded up and took all my cuttings to the compost dump and done. And it was like, well, I did it. And so that got done. That was another goal I met. The the name change, I had that done. I went to the court, got that done, and then I had to go back after a week or so. I had to go back to the auditor in the courthouse, and pardon me a second, runny nose, and I can't get to a Kleenex, so excuse me, guys. Um, got picked up my official certified copy, and now I can start going to all of the driver's license, the social security, the banks, the credit cards. But right now, I'm concerned in everything. All your financial, all your legal stuff has to be done like right at the same time, so everything matches. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to foul up my taxes. And I've got the name. That's great. There's some places I can change it. But I thought, in terms of all that big legal stuff, I'm going to wait till after I get my taxes filed. Or maybe even after I get I get a refund. If I do, considering the way the government's going right now. But I thought, I'm going to wait until after that. Because I just don't, you just have to be careful with the government. They can mess things up so many ways. So I'm pretty much kind of holding off on that. I've got my name, I got my legal paperwork now, so it's just in terms of going through the process. I'm gonna wait on that. Um, as I, as you know, the depression, I popped up. I'm happy. One of the things I and my psychiatrist were concerned about is I have bipolar, which is manic depressive or manic depressive. And you know when you're depressed, when you lay in bed curled up and you can't get out of bed, that's depression. Mania, on the other hand, I didn't know what it was for years, decades, and it's actually quite dangerous. It creates things. Mentally, it does things to you that you can do some really bad stuff. You go kind of slightly crazy. And when you first come out of the depression, all you realize or all you think about is, oh, I feel good now. I'm happy. And you don't want to put a lid on it. But knowing now how dangerous it is, I really, really think about it. I do like this monitoring check thing. Am I in mania or am I just feeling good? And the psychiatrist has also been monitoring me, saying, how are you doing? And he checks that. He checks the symptoms for that. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling that? He's also been checking me for the PTSD, because there's just all this stuff kind of ties in together and it's a mishmash. So right now, as far as we can tell, I am not in mania. I just feel good. Because if you're in mania, you can't relax. You're going 100 miles an hour. You can't sit still. You can't sleep. Your appetite decreases. And none of that. I'm fine. I can relax. I can sit. I sleep good. So after, 4 or 5 weeks or so, I'm not in mania, so that's good. I'm just a happy critter again. Let's see what else. Okay, I mentioned about I'm going to do the Valentine display, and I think maybe I'm going to do some of the others, just kind of like maybe a St. Patrick's Day in July, do a 4th of July. August and September are kind of, I don't know what, but then you got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, so it's all kind of bunched there together. So anyway, I'm playing with that. I'm gonna have fun with it. No real stress on me. Just gonna do it. Uh, Trying to think of anything else. Physically, I'm feeling good. The reflux is doing okay. I'm still having some symptoms. Um, So, and I see him in March. The anemia is good. I'm not having any of the symptoms, and they had checked blood work, and I was back up into normal levels, so that's good. Oh, funny thing. I have to sleep sitting up in the recliner, and I have a big feather feather comforter that I sleep under. And when I get up, well, actually, the doctor has changed me a little bit. He said if I sleep like that for about 4 or 5 hours, so that we make sure that the stomach has cleared out really well. He says I can get up and sleep another rest of the night in bed. I can sleep in my bed now. So what I do is I have a countdown or a count up timer sitting there, and I'll wake up and I keep track. How long has it been since I've been, sleeping or whatever, or since I ate is more like it. And when I see that, then it's time I can get up. And I'm half asleep at that point, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time being up because I'll wake up. So I just basically put the chair back up, dump the comforter off myself, and step over it and go to bed. And in the morning, I find little feathers along the floor where I've stepped out of it, and there's little white feathers that trail into the bedroom. So I just picked those up. But anywho, I'm feeling good. I'm happy. I got a lot of things going. Oh, I got something new I want to try, but I think I'll talk about it in the next video, maybe when I've got some examples. My creative juices are just flowing crazy. And there's just so many things I want to do creatively, art-wise. So when I actually step into that and do a little something with it, then I will show you and I will talk about it. So for now, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.